Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the BeBall Jones podcast. We have the overseas pro, Nelly, doing his thing, man. And I'm just some random basketball trainer who talks basketball. We finishing up our little series, man. We're going over if we could have a starting five plus a six man of every NBA team of the past 25 years, from the year 2000 to 2025. Who's the best starting five we can create and a six man of this team? So we're on part three. So we done went from the Atlanta Hawks all the way to what's the last team we stopped on? The New York Knicks.
Yep.
And today we're picking it back up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Mixed in with like Seattle Supersonics too. We got all that in there. And so before we recorded, we were talking, we was like, hey man, this might end up being the best team. Hands down. I think it's probably gonna be smacking everybody. If we line these teams up the hoop, this is probably the best team. Hands down. Easy. Like easy. Like it's almost a tier of their own, man. So
it might be.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be pretty disgusting when we start laying it out here. But honestly, I think it's probably like only 7 names really even worth mentioning to be in this lineup for real, for real. What you think?
Well, if nothing else, we know the guards locked up.
Yeah.
So this is probably the only team in the last 25 years with 3 MVPs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Just quickly thinking in my head, this is the only team that's had three different MVPs.
Yeah, I'm gonna say got multiple, one person winning multiple, but 3 different people winning MVP. Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of make it. That's 3 spots you gonna have field regardless. So now it's like we figure out the other 2 and then a 6-man. So they definitely made it easy for us.
Yeah, man. So you can start off like we started with everybody else, man. Who in the world is running point guard for us at Oklahoma City / Seattle?
I think we put Russ at point because I feel like he's solidified point guard. Like he's always been considered the point guard. Because now everything we talk about is like he just got the most rebounds for a point guard or stuff like that, whatever. So I think his sole like considered position would be point guard.
Yeah.
And that is also one of our MVPs.
So I ain't finna try to belabor this. I think the safest thing to say with this one is we're not gonna go too niche on the positions because it'd be crazy for us to be like nitpicking over position when it's just like we're gonna put the best we can put out here. Because someone will try to stick to position, but this one is like we can't afford to sit here and stick positionally. So we're gonna say first guard is Russ.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so as a quick shout out, honorable mention, I want to shout out Derek Fisher. That's a random name that came to mind. You know, shout out
D-Fish.
That boy was a Thunder for like maybe 2 seasons. Maybe.
So really, shout out Chris Paul. Are we doing that? Shout out Chris Paul, mentor Shea. Let's not forget. Let's not
forget.
An
MVP. Had that MVP year.
Yeah. Because when Chris got sent to OKC, all thing people remember, man, when Chris got sent to OKC, they thought they banished him to the shadow realm. Like, bro, I'll never forget that it was a picture when media day and stuff was starting in the NBA. You know, always be a bunch of, photos and stuff floating around. Mm-hmm. There was a picture of him in the OKC jersey walking like down the hall, just a regular, like he just walking down the hall. But there's a picture of him in the jersey, and it just did not look right.
Yeah,
it was like, no way, that's Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I even shared it was like, Chris know he ain't supposed to be here. But man, Chris took that team and was like, look, young dudes, this is what we gonna do. And he turned it around, man, got them in the playoffs. Ain't nobody expected.
At all.
Nobody expected. So yeah, shout out to CP, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sean Livingston. that was early Sean hooping up there with OKC, man. He was trying to revitalize his career with the knees and everything. So shout out Sean Livingston, Earl Watson. He got cheated out his coaching career, but Earl was a hooper. Had a solid coaching run, man. Let's see who else we can throw some love to real quick. Luke Ridnour. I forgot. Oh, that's a good name. Luke Ridnour.
Luke Ridnour, of all people. Luke Ridnour was all right, though. He was tough.
Yeah, he was a solid PG, man.
Chris Paul lived in OKC for 1 year, and he was an all-star. Then he went to Phoenix. And that year was crazy.
Yeah, that has to go down as one of the best years of a player. Not gonna be great in terms of numbers and all that stuff, but just in terms of like the impact and the value they brought. Like you can see the change. It's like OKC here, playoffs, and he's MVP talks. I think he's finished like top 3 or 4 MVP talks. 7. He should have been higher, but finished the MVP talks, and then he leaves. But you can see the ripple effect of like, oh, basically he trained up an MVP in SGA. He trained up the rest of the team to learn how to do the moves and everything. It's how you win. And so seeing what he did with that team and seeing how the Clippers trying to treat him, it's like, I don't know if they make the right decision. But this ain't the episode for that. So we ain't gonna go down that path. But
you're absolutely right.
But yeah, man. So who you thinking for that second guard position, man?
Who I'm thinking? The only champion and finals MVP in OKC, that is.
Mm-hmm.
They got to go SGA. He done solidified himself. Is SGA the greatest Thunder ever with a championship and finals MVP? Let's go ahead and have that convo since we here. Is SGA the greatest Thunder?
You got to say yes.
You got to, right?
He brought him a championship.
Yeah. And like we said, all 3 of y'all got an MVP. Only one got the ring in OKC. So he the greatest Thunder now. That's just how that goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just how that goes. It's a short period of time, but it don't matter. You bring that ring, and you the main reason, you the guy. If Paul George would have won a ring in Indy, he'd be the best pacer ever. Sorry, Reggie Miller. You had the better run, whatever you want to say. But you get that ring, that's it. Because that city going to remember that ring. That's going to be the main thing. They're going to remember that ring. Exactly. And they had never won a championship. So that ring mean everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted to see how you felt about it. But, yeah, man, throw SGA at the second guard position.
Yeah. I think we have to easily go Harden for that third spot.
No. I don't think we do.
Who you taking over him?
For third? What you mean third spot?
For this third position we got next.
No.
You taking J-Dub?
Taking Kevin Durant.
I'll put him at the 4.
You put KD at the 4?
Yeah.
See, I don't know, man, because when we did the Boston Celtics, we put Paul Pierce at the 3 and KG at the 4, and then Perk at the 5. We could have put Tatum at the 4 and KG at the 5. But we said, KG a power forward.
I will say that, yes. But we ain't finna sit here and act like the Celtics got the same lineage that OKC got now. It's different roster spots we're talking about here.
I'm saying, though, man, we got power forwards and centers we can throw in.
No, here's the difference. Who's the 5 for OKC that you just feel definitively has to be in there, the same respect that we put Perk on? Perk was a champion and recognized being one of the best defenders.
So was Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum also a champion.
No, this is what I'm saying. The issue with the Celtics was if you trying to throw another name in there, right? for a
Right.
center. Perkins is the best in terms of champion, the best at his position, and availability and consistency. Besides him having that injury in the 08-09 year, he was pretty solid for him. Doing when they were actually meant for them to actually be hooping. Before that, it don't matter. And so when it meant for the Celtics to be hooping, Perk meant a lot. So that's why I felt we had to
Perk
pay.
could have been the sixth man. We could have started Tatum, made Perk sixth man.
I agree. We could have done that. In retrospect, we probably should have done that. But
like, what we doing?
But here's the difference here. For the 5-man for the Thunder, who are you looking at that's like a thought? Like, it's the only thing we can think of would really be Chet. For me, I'm thinking Chet and Ibaka as that 5-man.
Steven Adams.
Over one of them two?
Chet could be the 4. Serge could be the 4. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking Steven Adams. If we go Chet or Serge, whatever, for the 4. 6-man be James Harden, who was the literal 6th man of the year at OKC.
All right, so
and if we being real, no, I'm sorry. If we being real, in OKC, and we talking about what they did in OKC, I don't even think James Harden was ever an all-star in OKC.
I don't think he was, no.
So, no, yeah, he won 6th man of the year. He eventually started, but he was a 6th man, go in and get a bucket guy. You know what I mean? And he was great. But he wasn't no all-star until he went to Houston, got his own team. We got to put KD at the 3. Then we go Chet or Serge, who were all-stars. And Serge was a defensive player of the year candidate, even though he never won.
Mm-hmm.
But Serge or Chet can be 4. Give me Steven Adams 5. Unless you want to go Serge at the 4 and Chet 5, then I understand. We can talk about it. But a combination of that. But KD is the 3. And James Harden can be 6 man.
Okay. So you're saying KD, Chet / Ibaka, and then Steven Adams at the 5.
Unless you know another center from way back when, baby, could be thrown in there.
I ain't finna try to do the research for this, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because this is the debate we finna have. I ain't finna try to do the whole thing before.
Okay.
So I was thinking in my mind, because like once again, just clarify this. We're not taking James Harden's career. We're not taking the Houston Rockets and stuff.
Only what he did in the jersey.
Only what they did in the jersey. So I thought, in my mind, I ain't put crazy thought into this. I was thinking the debate's really going to be between J-Dub and Harden for this 3rd spot because KD's on the team. I'm not trying to say that. My mind was like, okay, we have to make room for this next wing position because KD can be the 4 and put one of them two as the 3 basically. And then put Chet / Ibaka as the 5. That was my thought process.
And I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it. But if we do that, we are taking James Harden, who was 6th man of the year, respectfully, and a great player in OKC. We are taking him over Serge, who was an all-star, or Chet, who was an all-star, whatever we decide to do. You feel me?
I see
multiple all-stars. You know what I mean? Serge was an all-star on the team with James Harden.
That annoys me, but yes, that's true. Yes.
Come on now. So clearly, one was more important than the other, and they got rid of James, or let James walk, I should say, to keep Serge. So Serge stayed longer.
Yeah.
Now, was that the right decision? Obviously, you talk about that with somebody else. But for what we know now, we got to keep Serge in there over James if we debating between the two. Let's go look at James Harden, bro. I ain't finna.
No, here's the thing. You might have just convinced me because you look up James. I'm going to look up what Serge did because I don't want to be disrespectful to Mr. Ibaka himself. Ibaka.
Ibaka. Come on, we calling him Ibaka.
Shout out Carmelo for the run he had and Paul George.
Yeah, James Harden was at OKC for 3 years. Never was All-Star, but won Sixth Man of the Year, averaged 16 points, 3.5 assists, and a steal. Great player, man. Great player. Rookie year averaged 10 points. Second year averaged 12. Third year averaged 16. Sixth Man of the Year. Then went to Houston, took off, became James Harden. We not taking that over Serge, bro. Just being real.
And he was in OKC for 7 years, averaged 11.6. Get out the way, man. Hey, when his ass pop up. He averaged 2.5 blocks while he was in OKC. 7.4 rebounds.
3 all-defensive first teams. 3 of them in a row. Man, Serge in there.
Serge is in there. All right, bro. All right. So, KD at the 3.
Serge or Chet?
It don't even matter at this point. Let's throw Chet at the 4. He block.
Or we could go. He block at the 5.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Whatever you want to say.
Yeah, it don't really matter at that point. I really don't care because both of them so interchangeable. It don't matter.
Chet taller, but you probably would rather Chet be the 4 or whatever you want to say. Yeah.
I prefer Chet to be on perimeter guarding and playing versus Serge.
And guarding other 4 men.
Yeah. Because you had to deal with somebody posting up like a Shaq or a Jokic. I'd rather have Serge doing that.
Absolutely.
Unless the players like to use him as a shot blocker and come off. I prefer blocker doing that. But anyway, we ain't getting too semantic with the X and O's.
All right. Now we talk.
So it's Harden at the 6 man.
But now I got another one. We could go Gary Payton for the 6 man.
My thought was Ray. I thought Ray was going to be in conversation a little bit heavier. So
I was going to say Ray names.
Or we can't forget J-Dub. So it's really those 4 names.
Yeah. Because like I said, James ain't got no All-Stars. He's 6th man of the year. So now if we want to take 3 solid years and a 6 man over All-Stars, then you know what? We might as well throw the list away. That way everybody else.
But you know how I feel about All-Stars too, man. So that's kind of, yeah.
I feel you though. I'm on Gary Payton. So Gary Payton was there 2000 to 01, 01 to 02. And then he got traded in 02, 03. But he was an All-Star.
By himself.
Yeah. But he was an All-Star for them 3 years though. And he was all defensive first team those 3 years. No, he was all defensive first team twice. One of them was 99, 2000. Then it was 2000 to 01. So he was defensive first team twice, all NBA second team, and he got some All-Stars. He got 2 All-Stars in there because he got traded in the 3rd year. So technically he was, well, I guess that means he still was an All-Star while he was there. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we got Ray. He didn't play much that first year, but he got pretty much All-Star every year except that first year he was there because he only played 29 games. But All-Star every year. He averaged, and that was his high. He averaged basically 26 points, basically 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a 4-time All-Star with them. Let me see. Yeah. That was Ray's best years.
Definitely his best year. Let's check out Rashard Lewis for the fun of it.
Shout out Reggie Jackson for his OKC years.
Yeah, man. Oladipo as well. Paul George, who was in the MVP contention. Rashard Lewis only got 1 All-Star while he was there, but he averaged 20 3 years in a row. Probably averaged a good 18 in total while he was there. But he did average 23 years in a row, got an All-Star. So that's something.
All right. So if we have to cut one name, who you cutting off? Because we got GP, Ray, Harden, and J Dub.
Let's go look at J Dub, man. How long J Dub even be in the league? J Dub might is J Dub one of the top 6 already?
He got a ring
No,
to his name. He been
he
only been
do.
in the league. Let me make sure I get the right one because they got two Jalen Williams.
Well, he was an all-star last year. He averaged 21 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He was all NBA third team and defensive second team. He averaged 19 the year before and 14 his rookie season. So I'd say we could cut J Dub. It hadn't been long enough yet.
Nah,
But
that's
they
not
do
feel
got
crazy to say we cut the champion, but
he won the finals MVP.
yeah.
But
All right, so cutting J Dub. I think it comes down to this point. Glove. You said Glove won 3 All-Stars when he was there?
Yeah.
How many, James? Okay. I like this viewpoint. If you are Oklahoma City / Seattle fan, who do you feel crazy looking at this list and being like, man, there's no way you don't have them?
Depending on how old you are.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you got the full scope and you've been a fan
you 40
from
years
2000
old
to now. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say they probably would want Ray in there. Because like we said, Ray held it down in between Gary Payton, Sean Kemp years, because those are good years. They made it to the finals. Ray held it down in between. Now, GP, he only got 2 or 3 years, 2.5 years into 2000. Mm-hmm. So that's why, other than that, it would be GP. If it was all time, it would be GP.
Yeah.
But because he only got 2.5 years, I don't think we could put him over Ray. And then the same thing with James Harden. He only got 3 years. Can't put him over Ray, I don't feel. And Ray did more in the jersey, obviously. And then who else did we mention?
Harden.
Harden, like 6th man of the year is cool, but not enough time. He never became an all-star, never became like a star player in OKC. So if I've been watching through all of this, I'm thinking, obviously you probably remember it in your mind, or I feel like this is how it goes. It's there's always errors in everything, especially sports. You probably think of it like, okay, we had the GP Sean Kemp era, then we had Ray and Rashard Lewis, then we had Russ KD, then we just had Russ, then we had now we got the now. Because there, you had Chris Paul in there, but some Paul George. Let me throw Paul George in there. Respect Paul George. Yeah, Russ. That's part of Russ era, though. The Russ Paul George era. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then after Russ and PG, because the PG trade is how we get Shea. They trade Russ. That's how you get CP. You got CP and young Shea or whatever. And then obviously Shea took off and they became what they are today. So we are in the midst of the Shea era, the SGA era in OKC. So I feel like for most people, we got KD, we got Russ, we got Shea in there. Paul George went there long enough. James Harden wasn't a star player. GP only got 2.5 years. Ray got a solid 7. All stars or whatever it was. Wasn't it like 7, 6?
He played 5
1,
years.
2, 3, 4, 5. My fault. He had 7 all-stars in a row, but he had 5 years in Seattle as an all-star. He averaged 25 one year, 26 the next. Yeah, like tough to leave that out.
Yeah. I think this list does respect to the totality of telling a story of, like you said, we got to mention that era. Yeah. I would feel good about this if I was a Sonics Thunder fan seeing this list. Because it's like, if we did throw Harden in, it'd be like, oh, y'all boys ain't watched the full totality of the team. It's kind of like playing disrespect to everything pre-KD Russ era. Because Ray had them boys in the playoffs a couple times. Now, did they win anything? No, but playoffs still matter to an extent. You feel me? Him battling, getting that respect. If he wasn't doing what he was doing, you don't get the big three in Boston, which changed NBA history and stuff as we know it. So
Absolutely.
I think that's doing a good job of paying respect to Ray.
For sure.
So we got Russ at the one. Russ as a guard, SGA as a guard, KD as a three, Chet and Ibaka as our bigs 4-5. Ray coming off the bench as our 6 man. Now we already mentioned SGA being the greatest Thunder, basically. Does he still come supreme and reign king when they talk about being number one overall pick of OKC? If we cutting off last season, we ain't going future. We talking about what they did from 2000 to 2025. Yeah, we taking SGA as a number one overall pick.
I ain't gonna lie. If we looking at it as in just these players as they are, I'm taking KD number one overall pick.
I was finna say we might have to have a real disagreement. I'm finna say KD.
I can't just say I'm taking SGA because he's the best Thunder. But if I'm taking the best player, I'm taking KD. You know what I mean? Like LeBron is the best player Miami ever had, but the best Heat is Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's one of them things. So if we talking about who the best Thunder, that's different than saying who the best player. So yeah, give me KD. Sorry, SJ. You close though. You close.
You get your number, my boy. Hey.
Try to tell you.
I'm finna say, like, I love SJ. Don't make me trying to start tear the name down a little bit. Well, not tear it down, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. What Jeff T say, love you to death, boy. I love you to death, SJ. I'm going KD.
All right, so we got KD being the first overall pick, man. All right. So next we got the Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. I ain't heard that in a while. They must be losing. Oh. Song's a banger. Well, right, so unfortunately, we don't got Shaq.
Oh, yeah, man.
Unfortunately. Yeah, but go ahead.
I'll say first name come to mind for me with PG is going to be Jameer Nelson.
Jameer Nelson, that's a name, boy.
That's Cuzzo, man.
Nelson. Yo, when did Sean Kemp play for the Magic?
He was on his last leg.
Go look at that. I didn't know he was. Well, he literally was in his last season. Literally 6 points a game, 5 rebounds. He contributed. Shout out to Sean, man. I ain't know you had a stint in Orlando. But yeah, Jameer Nelson might be it. I'm trying to think, honestly. Who can argue with Jameer Nelson? Who was point guard of the Dwight Howard years?
Yeah, a lot of it was Jameer Nelson. I'm trying to think earlier years.
Shout out Carlos Arroyo.
I forgot the JJ Redick run he had there.
Yeah, JJ Redick. Steve Francis was there for 1 year, had 21 points a game.
Yeah, nah, I can't take that out with Jameer.
Let's pull up Jameer Nelson. He had an all-star year. Shout out Jameer. I didn't even know that. He averaged somewhere around 14, 15 points a game. About 5 to 6 assists. He's in Orlando. He was there from 04 all the way to 13. Oh, to 14. He finished season 2014. So how many years? That's 10 years in Orlando. That's something by itself.
Had a finals appearance.
Had a finals appearance.
I think that's the name right there.
Best it gets. Yeah, like, is that as good as it gets in Orlando? Because they did have some dark years in the 2010s. After Dwight Howard left, they was irrelevant for a while.
He got ugly real fast. I think that's the name, bro. I ain't trying to.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, we can go Jameer Nelson unless we think of something else down the line because they ain't got a lot of
Yeah.
point guards.
All right, so Jameer's our one. Are we taking T Mac at the two?
I'm thinking so. We got T Mac, we got JJ Redick, we got how long was T Mac there? Who was in Orlando from 2000 to 03, 04? So 4 years in Orlando, 4 All-Stars, was all NBAs every year he was there. It might be T Mac, and he won Most Improved Player. He was in the MVP race. He averaged 32.
Oh,
Dang,
that's
T
T
Mac,
Mac.
why your knees couldn't hold up, boy? Doggone it. But yeah, man, it might be T Mac. Let's
I
go
think
ahead
it's
and
got
go
to
with
be
that one.
Mac. Like
Yeah,
everybody else was like Jameer. I'm not Jameer. JJ Redick probably the closest name to him, but it's like you weren't even really JJ Redick for real, for real. At that point, he didn't come JJ until Clippers years.
true. Because he was coming off the bench over there and everything. Yeah, it's T Mac, bro. I don't think there's another shooting guard like that.
I think T Mac just got into the list of multiple franchises too, because there only been like three of them people,
True.
like LeBron and
He,
KD.
he,
On the two names I can think of.
we didn't do Houston yet, have we? Have we done
Yeah,
Houston?
hmm
We have. We didn't put him in Houston, did we?
for sure. Yeah, he was three.
Oh dang! Then he might still be in Toronto when we get there. We're gonna see though.
He got some competition, my boy. I'll say that he got some
Yeah,
competition.
yeah. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. We get there. We get there. Okay. Uh, yeah. I'm thinking T Mac. I'm looking them 2010s years. You might well not even look when LeBron was running
Yeah,
the East. Might well not even look at them years. Boys had Michael Carter Williams, Mo Bamba. The song about Mo Bamba was the best thing about the Orlando Magic in the 2010s.
the high they had was a 35 win year doing them runs.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we just
It was
gonna
not
skip
great.
over that. So all right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking for the three. Do you go Grant Hill? Do you go Turk? Do you go Rashad Lewis? Do we go? What we looking at for the three?
Franz Wagner.
Franz, yeah, yeah.
It ain't
Shout out Matt
been
McClung. I
super.
forgot about him. I just want to mention him.
The NBA keep banishing my boy to the G League after All Star Week.
It's like, oh, we need you for All Star Weekend. Come back real quick.
I ain't gonna lie, he need to. I don't know who his agent is, but he need to start negotiating that. But he need to start saying, hey, if you want All Star Weekend, we need this and this and this and this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Hito. Shout out Hito because I remember you, my boy. You was a great player, but he never was an All Star. Unfortunately, he had 5 years in Orlando. He averaged 19 points a game 1 year in 08, and he won Most Improved Player. But the other 5 years or the other 4 years, first year in Orlando, he had 14 and 15 and 13. Then he had 19 and a half. That's Most Improved year. Then he had 17. So I mean, he was a great player, man. But I don't know. I just have some great memories of Hito Turkoglu. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hito was like that. So I mean, he played solid, obviously. So that's Hito. Let's look at
I'm looking at Shad. He averaged 16.3, 5 rebounds. He had an All-Star. He averaged his high for averaging was 18, and he dropped to 17.7 that All-Star year.
he had one All-Star year.
Yeah, he had an All-Star year. I just remember Turk being such an integral piece of those Magic teams. He's basically like the second most important player. Like when it came to a clutch
Yeah.
shot for him, get the ball to Turk. When it came to a big play needed to be done, get the ball to Turk. He was the point forward, just running the show basically. It was the White House team, but
he was the perimeter guy to get a bucket,
yeah,
kind of deal.
Like he was the offense basically. That's how I remember it. Now, is that what it actually was? Maybe not, but
I mean, it's interesting. All right, so I got Grant Hill, and Grant Hill's a little weird. Now he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had technically 6, but he missed a whole year from injury. But Grant Hill barely played in Orlando, like literally barely played. So his first year was 2000 to 2001, so he made it in. His first year in Orlando. It says he's an all-star right here, but he only played 4 games, so I don't know how that's possible. But they say he's all-star. Okay. And he only averaged 14 points, so I don't know what that was about. That's just what it says right here on Basketball Reference. I don't know. No, we ain't got time to get all into it. And then the next year, he only played 14 games. The year after that, he only played 29. And then he didn't play at all the next season due to injury. So I'm going to go ahead and negate all that because that's a combined 40 games, less than half of a season in 4 years. So then the other 2 years that he played in Orlando after that, he played 67. And then the next year, he played 21, which still ain't a lot. And then the next year he played, my fault, so he had 3 more years after that. The next year after he didn't play at all, he played 67. He was an all-star, and he averaged 20 points a game. The next year he played 21 games. He averaged 15. Then the year after that he played 65, averaged 14. So it's very weird looking at Grant Hill in totality. Like, you barely played. You played a total of like a season and a half. Yeah. You know what I mean? In 6 years. Which is highly unfortunate, but it's just what it was. So I don't know if we take Grant Hill, honestly.
I can't take him, bro.
Especially over Ray Lewis and Hito, even, honestly.
I think for me, I'm going Hito. Honestly, I gotta go Turk.
I ain't mad. I'll take Turk, honestly. Like even though Shad got the All-Star nod, I feel like Hito was like the most important player for some years, and he was there just as long, really. So, oh man, we ain't thought about Victor Oladipo. Oh, now they was bad when he was there. They was bad when he was there. Now, what years was Victor Oladipo there? There you go. He was there for 3 years, first 3 years of his career. He averaged 14 points first year, finished second in Rookie of the Year voting. Next year, he averaged 18. Next year, he averaged 16. And then he went to OKC. So, not as great as I thought, but something to think about. Maybe for the 6th man. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll circle back to it. But
if he played point guard,
you would have had a lot, my boy. But not a lot. But all right, so I'm thinking Hito after the 3.
Do we go Rashad at the 4, or do we go Paolo at the 4?
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I think it really come down to them two for real for the 4, because both of them have an all-star.
We still got Franz Wagner, who's a bucket. Let's not forget.
I don't know. I'm taking him over all-stars though.
Yeah.
I can't. Like I rock.
Paolo been there for. I mean, last year Paolo averaged almost 26 points a game, 7.5 rebounds. He was Rookie of the Year, averaged 20 points as a rookie, 20.7 rebounds, 3.5 assists. And so he got a Rookie of the Year and 1 All-Star in his 3 years that we consider. So
do we value that
the short
over Rashad? I think he said look at 5 years and his All-Star and a Finals appearance. Which one are we valuing more as a Magic fan?
They probably valuing Rashad more, honestly. If you saw both, because right now Paolo, it ain't like Paolo did anything, honestly, outside of he had some good stats and stuff. He's been playing well, but they haven't won a playoff series, so it's kind of hard to say take Paolo. Shaw got to the finals with that team. He was on that finals team, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and he got All Star. So he might not be the player that Paolo is,
player for player.
But what he did in the jersey, as we have liked to say, have loved to say in these episodes, for what they did in the jersey, I think we go Rashad. Honestly.
Yeah. Let me double check. Let me double check. That's the year they went to the finals. Because if not, that changes his conversation. Because they went, it's 09, 10 year, right?
Yes. Shout out Matt Barnes.
Him throwing faking the ball in Kobe's face.
What's wrong with you? Shaw was there for 4 years.
No,
3
that
and a
was
half.
08-09 year. Yeah, he was there because it was the 08-09 year they went. Courtney Lee, Marcin Gortat, Tony Bate, Ray for Austin. Forgot about to mention him. Kel Petras, T. Lou. Oh, T. Lou was on that team. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Shaw Lewis, 08-09, 17.7, 5.7 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and a steal. All-star. That was his all-star year because they was winning.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Rashad,
all right, so
man.
do we do... I think it come down to them two, honestly, for the last two spots, because we already know who the 5-man is. So do you want to do one of them starting at the 4 and the other one as a 6-man?
Who was the one we talking about out of Rashad and Paolo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go for that because I don't know who else was in contention that we could think could take the spot for Paolo, honestly.
As the 6-man?
Yeah, as a 6-man, any position now, obviously.
Only person thought it was really Depot, but I ain't taking him over either of them.
Not over Paolo.
I think that's the team.
That's the team. Rashad Lewis at the photo. He start. Sorry, Paolo. Wait for your name to be called. Paolo, that guy on the bench that the assistant coach goes to, like, hey, man, just be ready when your name is called, man. You going to play. We going to need you. You're going to be an important piece. But right now, we going with Rashad.
All right, so Jameer Nelson at the 1, T-Mac at the 2, Hedo at the 3, Rashard Lewis at the 4, Dwight Howard at the 5, and Paolo as our 6-man. Is there any chance Dwight Howard's not the number 1 overall pick?
Well, Shaquille O'Neal is not in contention, so no. Nikola Vucevic, another name I can think of.
Now, T-Mac had a good run, though. T-Mac, he was solid, but...
T-Mac was hooping, boy.
But I can't take that over the actual finals appearance that he had, so...
Yeah, nah, Dwight Howard was a freak of nature. He one of them that you could say he was a freak of nature.
Oh, yeah.
Well, built like this, boy. Built in a box, big old shoulders, blocking stuff to the field row. Shout out to Dwight.
All right. Next is Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay.
Well, this ain't got to be discussed. We already know who number 1 is.
Tyrese Maxey.
Solid pick, my boy. But no, man, it's the answer.
He fighting for it.
It's the answer himself. MVP, championship appearance, one of the most legendary handles and moves in NBA history, basketball history, Allen Iverson himself.
Absolutely. MVP in 2000 and 01. In 2001 season. So he just made it, but he got it.
Oh, yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
He popped off the century.
Yeah, so that's an easy pick.
Yeah, man. AI the one. AI was playing 43 minutes a game, boy. He ain't sit down.
At all, boy. It's like, hey, you tired, baby? You better tie your shoe.
That's 5 minutes of rest. That's not even. That's like a minute and a quarter, literally, if that. He probably played the whole first quarter, or like up until like the last minute. Then came out to get that a little bit longer break when the quarter ended. Send him back in for the second. Yep. Like, dang, AI, you playing 43 minutes?
Yeah, he probably did not come out the second or fourth quarter, and he probably rested like in the middle of the third or like the end of the third type of thing, and middle or
played
end
the
of the
whole
first.
fourth.
Yeah, so he probably didn't come out all the fourth.
They needed him for every second, boy. That lets you know how bad they really was, though. When people talk about he led one of the worst finals teams, like in totality, he took them to the finals. That's what they mean. Like, bro could not sit down. I would love, they got all the advanced stats now. I would love to see what the plus minus was for when Allen Iverson is on the court, plus the 5 minutes that he sat down. Because how bad was these 5 minutes that you couldn't give him a couple more minutes rest? You know what I mean? Because that's usually how that goes. It's like when a player play that much, it usually means the coaches take him out and then stuff just go downhill quick.
Yep.
They like, oh, hey, Allen, go get him. Man, I'm telling you. So that shout out to AI, man. People be talking about his hard work and stuff, but man, 43 minutes a game, boy. That's a college game. Like, that's longer than a college game is 40 minutes. AI is playing 43 minutes a game.
Yeah, boy, playing an entire college game, including overtime. Like, that's crazy.
Literally. Every night in the NBA, boy, his conditioning was different. So yeah, number one, AI. Just had to mention that. All right, man. For the two, though.
I think it gets spooky at the two. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
So I'm gonna ask you this, and you can take it. You can shoot it down. You can whatever. How we feel about Ben Simmons, and what position do we consider Ben Simmons? Also, is another question.
All right, I think we're gonna have to skip all the shout outs and stuff like that. We're gonna get to nitty gritty. So okay. Here's I'm gonna make like a small short list of who I'm thinking of for like overall contention of the teams.
Gotcha.
I think you have to have James Harden at least mentioned in the conversation.
Yeah, for sure. He could be on it.
Yeah. Tyrese Maxey has to be in the conversation and thought of because he's been killing it lately. I was looking at the rosters. You got to go the other AI. Iggy had a nice little run carrying those teams. Drew Holiday held it down for a couple years. I think you have to mention JJ Redick in this conversation because he held it down for a good minute. And if we're talking threes, you got to go Ben Simmons.
Elton Brand, maybe? No?
Maybe not three. I was thinking him more so four. But depending on what it's looking like, I think we can throw him there. But if we're talking two guard, I think it's really like AI or the other AI, as in Iguodala, JJ Redick, and
James Harden.
Yeah.
Well, James Harden was only there for 2 years. He did average 20 and 10 assists though while he was there for what that accounts for. Iguodala was there from 2004 to 2012, so 8 years. He only got one All-Star. He averaged his high was 18, then 20, and then 18. So he overall probably averaged about 17 points a game in totality.
He averaged 15, 5 rebounds. Well, almost 6 rebounds and 5 assists. So solid. I think I want to go JJ at the 2.
JJ Redick?
I think so, because you thinking impact and what he meant for that team. Because honestly, he was low key top 3 most important players for those teams. Of course, it's Embiid and Ben, but I think JJ right there.
How many years was JJ there? I can't find him.
I'm trying to find the years he was there. I know he played that 2019 year. Well, I forgot Al Horford played for them.
I used to go crazy with the Sixers in that year with Ben, JJ, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. That was a great year for them 2K wise. There you go. So he was in Philly for 2 years, just like James Harden. He averaged 17 points and 18 points. Only 3 assists, 2.5 rebounds.
Oh, you know who I forgot about?
Who's that?
Jimmy Butler.
I just said Jimmy Butler, but he was only there for a year, I think.
I don't know why my brain did not register that, but yeah, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler was only there. He was only in Philly for 1 year, so I don't think we can count it. He averaged 18 though, 18 and 5, 4 assists.
The
So I
boy
don't
had
think we
that
can
Chris
take Jimmy.
Paul effect, but he didn't go as far.
I won't say that team was nice. Like they really should have tried to keep that team together, but I think there's something about they kept Tobias Harris over me. Remember Jimmy Butler said that.
Mm-hmm.
So which probably was a mistake, but they had Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. That was their best team easily in the Joel Embiid era. That's their best team. But
yeah, I remember Embiid talking about it. He was like, you should have tried to get him back because they never the same after that.
No. But man, I think honestly, we got to go Ben Simmons in here somewhere. Oh, in totality, because James Harden was there for 2 years, JJ was there for 2 years, Jimmy was there for 1 year. You could go Iggy at the 2 if you want to do that. I could go for Iggy, but in Ben's 4 years in Philly, he had 3 All-Stars, a Rookie of the Year, and he was All Defensive First Team twice in just 4 years.
I mean, I got Ben at the 3. I think
you want to put him at the 3. So the 2 guard spot is what we need to figure out.
Yeah, that's what I've been wrestling with.
Okay, so you want to go James? You want to go James Harden to Iggy? I feel like it's the only conversation.
If that's the conversation we're having, I'll say James.
James over Iggy, even though Iggy was there longer.
Yeah.
James did hold it down while Embiid had been hurt and stuff. I put a lot of respect on what he did.
Yeah, because like I hate to kind of make it be player for player, but even like, I think James had, is it 1 or 2 All-Stars?
He didn't have none. He was not an All-Star in Philly.
Dang, that's tough because Iggy had 1.
Exactly.
Dang, that just messed me up because if it was All-Star for All-Star, then I'm like, oh, give me James. But okay,
I feel you. Yeah, he does not have an All-Star in Philly. Well, the first year in Philly, he only played 21 games. The second year, he played 58. So that probably was why. Because other than that, I think he would have been 1.
Yeah.
But he averaged 21 points and 10 assists. He easily got the better stats out of the 2 because Iggy never even averaged 20. Yeah. He averaged 19.9, but never averaged 20. James Harden averaged 21 points. It ain't 20, just be real. And James Harden averaged 21 on the dot and 10.5 assists. So I'm okay with going James. I think, it's kind of sad that we would, cut Iggy right there, but James in his 2 years had better stats than he's ever had. So
yeah.
I'm with.
I feel funny putting James there, but I think that's the good move.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben at the 3. For the 4
spot.
Do we go Elton Brand?
I got to go back. How long was Elton Brand there? Samuel Dallenberg. Elton Brand was there for 4 years. No All-Stars, no awards of any kind. Averaged 13, 13, 15, 11. 8 rebounds a game. Still, he was a solid player at this point in time. No longer the Elton Brand that we knew in LA. So I don't know. We could definitely go somewhere different with that one for the full spot.
I'm gonna throw a name at you. Let me see how long he was there first. Okay, I'm gonna throw a name at you that
Okay.
could work. He was there for 2 years. He has an all-star,
Okay.
and he averaged 11 and a half points and 11.2 rebounds, 2.4 blocks.
2.4. Dikembe Mutombo?
Yes, sir.
I ain't mad at it because honestly, I don't see a legit power forward that could just take the spot. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it.
I think that's the
Go
good pick to go to, man.
go Embiid Mutombo.
Yeah.
No Tobias Harris love.
If I'm feeling, I won't smoke with Tobias, bro. If I'm a Philly fan, I won't smoke with you, bro.
Robbed them. Robbed them, bro. Robbed Philly blind.
In the broad daylight, my boy walked out the bank clean.
Man, hate it for you. But good luck, though. That's probably what you said why not though. But good luck, y'all.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Good looking out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not against it. We can go Embiid at the 4 because he's the better perimeter player, of course, and Mutombo at the 5. Sounds solid to me.
I think that's the best way we can go about it, honestly. Cause honestly, I feel kind of crazy not having Mutombo on there. Like shout out to the other bigs they had, but if we talking about in this 25 years, those are only two worth mentioning for real. Like shout
Worth
out Elton
mentioning.
for what he did, but you got a one who was an all-star and played a big role in that finals appearance.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have won DPOY. Let me
Mutombo?
double check. Yeah, I think he won DPOY
He
win though. He did.
why? No, I think he won it in Philly.
It was that split year.
When he got traded.
Yeah.
Sure, he was in Philly then.
Yeah, that 2000-2001 year. Yeah, he played 26 games in Philly. But hey, he was in the Sixers uniform, so
When he received that picture with the trophy, he playing for Philly. Yeah, I ain't
but even
mad at
without
it.
it, it's still Kimbe. So it's like
Yeah, he did what
So
he
yeah.
did.
All right, so we got AI Harden, Ben Simmons, and B Mutombo. Who we looking at for the 6th man?
Like we got to go Iggy.
Over JJ?
Yeah, 8 years and an All Star. You got to put respect on Iggy at that point. Sure, I almost feel better putting Ben Simmons at the 4 and putting Iggy at the 3. But we keep being at the 3. Yeah, I feel like we got to go Iggy 6 man. Honestly.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put up a big fight. We got too many other teams to get through.
Cool.
All right.
Number 1 pick.
Hey,
we got 2 MVPs. Who know 1 pick?
I'm going with the one who can actually stay on the court for me, man.
But if you didn't know nothing about who was gonna be hurt or all that, who would you pick?
If I gotta be genuine and true about who, if we were talking about 2K ratings and injuries is off, I gotta go Embiid.
I'm sorry you said that, brother. I would have said AI. This man hates AI.
Nah, man. Like, dominating both halves of the floor. 7'2", 7'3" big. It's like
take the bigger player.
You feel me? Like I hate I hate that kind of get like. But if we're going pound for pound, once again, pound for pound, and it just impacting all that stuff. Sure, that's why AI is mentioned as one of the GOATs.
Right.
But if we just first overall pick, injuries are off. We talking about fully healthy and they can hoop and ball out. I'm sorry, man. Like
he's the bigger player, bigger impact. That's how I go most times.
If AI was 6, I'll give him 6'3", 6'4".
The GOAT.
Hey man, we ain't even talking 6'6". We talking about a legit. You could play two more comfortably. Talking about
We
defense off the
talking about
chart now.
practice.
Come on, man. We talking about practice. Come on now.
Honestly, though, I know the last thing I say on. I know we got to move on. Honestly, I would say if we was looking at them from their rookie season, like when they came into the league, I'd probably take AI. Honestly, but
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
knowing what we know now, is I mean, without the injuries and stuff, what they became, and I would say Embiid. But like looking at them raw from there, like okay, coming into the league, who would I pick? I'm like, well, this guy that played at Georgetown that was killing the nation.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, all right, moving on.
Dang, that hurt me a little bit to say that, but
this man hates AI.
all right, man. Phoenix Suns are next up.
Yes, sir.
How much of a fight does Chris Paul have in this? Because he's the one that led them
What?
to a finals appearance.
Absolutely. And what other point guards have they really had? Honestly, to your thinking, they had Marbury, and he was an all-star.
Nash is the pick, but
oh, brother, I don't know why I'm skipping over Nash in my mind. We could go 1 and 2 for them though, if you want to.
because honestly,
D-Book.
if I have to pick of those three, I'm taking Chris Paul over D-Book.
What?
If they won
no,
that
you're
ring,
not.
no.
If they won the ring.
Who won the finals MVP?
It probably would have been Book because he averaged the most points. But Chris Paul had an argument. I don't know. Chris Paul.
I think Chris Paul would have got that joint, bro.
He could have though, because he had the assist and everything else and the leadership role. But I don't know. It depends on how many more points D Book averaged, because that's the only thing he was gonna have on CP like that.
Yeah. All right. So Nash is the one.
Nash is the one.
Yes. Let's move on from that part. I just had to solidify that for listeners and viewers.
D Book at the 2.
Before we do that, let's kind of go back and just see.
Like I said, Marbury.
Marbury had a run. Shout out Leandro Barbosa and Raja Bell. Remember them runs?
Raja Bell. Raja. Jason Richardson was there for a minute.
Jay Rich had a little pocket. I think it's D Book, man, off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's got to be D Book. They had some dark years in the 2010s. Yeah, it's D Book.
Shout out J Kidd. I remember he had a run. I don't know if it was in the 2000s. It was the 2000s. He was on there. And Penny had a little stint there too.
D-Book.
Let me see what J Kidd did. Scroll, man. There you go. He was in Phoenix for 5 years, but how many of them were in the 2000s? He only had 2 years with them there. Nah, not enough.
Also, honorable mention Goran Dragic.
Oh, for sure. That's a great honorable mention. That's a great.
All right, D Book.
I'm trying to do benefit of figuring if anybody else out there is even honorable of putting up a fight, but
Phoenix is I can't remember what other team we said, but it was another team. Houston, I think we said. No, the Knicks. It was the Knicks. They're the kings of getting players a little too late. They get them just a little too late. It's a great name, but they just got them a little too late, and they ain't worth nothing no more. But I think New York and the Knicks. Yeah, that's where he got drafted.
Yeah, forgot about Joe being there for a second before he popped off in ATL. But yeah, let's go. Book at the 2. Are we going KD?
Over Sean Marion. Sean Marion was there. And when KD was there, they were disappointing. Let's be real.
I think Shawn Marion is on this roster. Where he is exactly is more so the conversation.
I feel it. So Shawn was in Phoenix from 2000 up to 06, 07. No, 2007, 2008 when he got traded. So he got traded in the 07, 08 season. He had 4 All-Stars in Phoenix. 2 NBA third teams. So that's kind of tough for me to put KD in there.
He averaged 18 and averaged 10 rebounds, 1.9 steals, and 1.4 blocks while he was in Phoenix.
Yeah, I ain't know Shawn Marion was getting boards like that. He got 11 rebounds. Oh, boarding.
Yeah, him in today's game look nasty, bro. I don't know about that jumper, but
the jumper look nasty regardless.
It don't even matter, my boy. That jump was a tough
good,
spell. Though. Yeah, man. But
I think we go Shawn out here, man. Shout out to KD. Love you to death. We gotta go Shawn right here.
Do we go? Because I know Mari's going to be on here.
For sure.
Do we go him at the 4 or the 5? Is 8 in the mix?
I don't know, because then you got to think about Tyson Chandler as well.
He was there during the down years, though.
He was. But I don't know.
Or
I think
Amari
is the 4. Though. It's more so about the 5 spot.
But you could put Amari at the 5.
I mean, you could. Shaq was there for 2 years, was an all-star, all-NBA third team. Are we taking that over DeAndre Ayton? That's all I'm saying. DeAndre Ayton. It's not like old Shaq DeAndre Ayton. Like, come on now. It's not like this just was. I ain't say old Shaq and Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying? It's old Shaq DeAndre Ayton. You know?
It's a conversation to be had. I'll say that.
And then he averaged 17 one year. The first year he only averaged 13 because he only played 28 games. But the second year Phoenix, he averaged 17.8, 8.5 rebounds, a block and a half, all NBA third team. That's just saying. Something to think about. Shout out Boris Diaw.
Shout out DL. All right, so my mind is saying the names we have left of contending for these last 2 big positions and a 6-man. I don't think we completely write off KD.
Possibly 6-man.
That's what I'm saying. So he's a name to keep in there. But Amari's on this list and he's starting.
He's starting.
It's just whether he's 4 or 5. And so if we put him, my brain says we put KD 4, Amari 5, and Shaq and Ayton fighting for 6-man. Or we do Amari 4, Ayton and Shaq 6-man, and we got to duke it out for who's 6-man between the other center and KD.
I ain't gonna lie, I just looked at Tyson Chandler in Phoenix and never mind. Never mind. Never even averaged 10 points a game. Most rebounds he averaged was 8. No, I'm lying, 11. He averaged 11 and a half one year.
Yeah, I remember he had role. Yeah, he had 1 or 2 solid years there, but the rest of it was just him being a vet.
So yeah, we can nix Tyson Chandler. Okay, so let's look at DeAndre Ayton. I ain't looked at him. Dominating. That boy been in the league 8 years. All right, so no All-Stars. Oh, yeah, I forgot Jamal Crawford was in Phoenix for a while.
50 burger on them boys in that uniform.
So Ayton is solid, man. A double-double a night guy. 16 and 10, 18 and 11, 14 and 10, 17 and 10, 18 and 10. Yeah, he pretty much averages a double-double. Not much for defense. So I honestly think I think we can go Aiden start at the 5, Amari at the 4, just for longevity purposes. But I ain't gonna be mad if we slide Aiden off for KD because he ain't even an all star. He's a double double a night guy, solid big man, but around 17, 18, and 10. It is still in Phoenix. So how you
Wasn't
feel?
Shaq an all-star though?
He was.
Listen.
Thank you. Shaq only averaged 17 to 8 though, so technically Aiden had better stats. You know, it's a different time. You know, it's different eras. But Shaq was an all-star. You know, he could just be an all-star. But he was all-NBA third team. Aiden ain't got no all-NBA teams.
For him making All-NBA, I ain't gonna lie.
That might have put him over the top.
Yeah.
KD was also all-NBA second team when he was there.
Well, Aiden looking like on the chopping block, my boy.
I hate to say it.
So we got Amari at the 4. I think Amari was on the next team too. Yeah, he was on the next team. Yeah. So we got a couple people who got multiple teams.
Shout out to them, man.
All right, we got Shaq on here as the 5, KD as the 6, man. And I think we gotta easily go Nash as the first. Or are we throwing Chris Paul as the 6th man over KD?
Honestly, I think we come out better putting KD at the 4, Amari at the 5, Chris Paul 6 man, and we just forget Shaq and Aiden.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, because KD really played the 4 while he was there a little bit. Honestly,
because you had Bill, you had. I don't even want to mention that Suns team because that annoys me so much. I ain't gonna go
Brad Bill, D-Book. They ain't had no big. You remember that was kind of their problem. They ain't had no bigs.
No, they ain't have a PG.
They have a point guard.
You had you got like a
3 bucket getters.
Yeah, no distributor, and it's like you expect one of them to be like, "Oh, I'll stop shooting the ball and just figure out how to be a true playmaker." It's like, no. I've been getting buckets for 10 years in my NBA career. It's maybe just turn that switch off and be like, distribute now.
Bill was all 3 of them literally averaged 30 at one point. All 3 of us can't average 30 together.
Exactly, man. We ain't playing fast enough for that to happen. And even if we did, you would still need somebody to get us the ball to make it easier for us to score that. You would need a Steve Nash to say, "Oh, here's how you get 30, and here's how you get 30, and here's how you get 30." And I average 10 while I'm averaging like 15 assists because I'm getting y'all 30 pieces. Like, never mind. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but
so you like that though? KD at the 4, Stat at the 5.
KD's the 4, and CP at 6, man. Yeah, I like
it. I like it, yeah.
And Nash, first overall pick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So Nash is PG and first overall pick. D-Book at the 2. Sean Marion as the 3. KD as the 4. Amari as the 5. Christopher Paul the 3rd as our 6th man.
Sounds good to me. This one's finna be ugly. All right. This next.
Portland Trailblazers. Lord have mercy.
Well, at least we got the point guard, so hold up.
Dame Dollar.
2 guard could be a little tricky. Do we go Brandon Roy?
I don't think there's any world where I can't put Brandon Roy here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, okay. I love CJ, but Brandon Roy held it down during the down years, and he was a true. The boy was disgusting. If he was healthy, he's always in that conversation of like the what ifs. So I think B Roy is the 2.
Hey, B Roy only played 6 years. That's sad. Only played 6 years with 3 All-Stars. Played 6 years.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year. All-NBA second team and third team. Average 22 and 21 in them All-NBA years. Sad. But yeah, that pretty much solidified it for me. CJ was never All-Star, never All-NBA. I don't know any. I'm trying to think of another shooting guard maybe in this time frame just to be sure. I can't really feel like CJ and Dame was there for forever.
Mm-hmm. It's really like the Brandon Roy era and the shifted to being LaMarcus Aldridge, but then LaMarcus Aldridge to Dame, and then Dame,
Dame with
then post
CJ.
Dame. Yeah.
Yeah. Post Dame ain't been nothing to talk about.
That's
So
why I just said post Dame.
So yeah, I think we go Dame B Roy. I think that's solidified. Now 3 spot, I don't know. Ain't many threes. I feel
Hold
like
on, you gotta look at the old. I hate to say it, but the Jailblazers here because they had a solid little run with that squad. So I want to be respectful of that era. But they had a 50 win
Jailblazers.
team, 49 win team, 50 win team, 41. Then it went downhill. The boys went 27, 21, 32.
We got Rasheed Wallace in here.
Yeah, the 4 spot looking tricky.
I think we might have to make Sheed a 3 the way it's going.
Yeah. So okay. So we got the 2. So we looking at LaMarcus Aldridge, and who's the other name? I feel like I'm forgetting another name. LaMarcus. Is there another big I'm missing?
I don't think so.
Shout out Sharif Abdul Rahim.
She got 2 All-Stars, average 19 at the most.
Oh, Zach Randolph. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
Zebo. Yeah. She got 2 All-Stars while he was there. Was averaging about 16 and 7, 16 and 8, whatever you want to say. He had 2 years. He averaged 19 points a game, though. 1 year he averaged 18.
Zebo so went most improved while he was there. Mm-hmm. But Zebo went from 2.8 to 8.4 to 20.1. Yes, sir. You deserve to win most improved. Wait, when was he drafted? Because you know how I feel about that. So they be giving it. No, I'm talking about his number pick. Like, was he picked? Lottery pick or what? I think it was a second round pick. Excuse me.
I'm not sure.
I think he was. You know how I feel about that. They be giving that joint to who just took his third year
he's the first round pick.
It out.
He was first pick. 19th pick in the first round in 2001.
Okay, I ain't mad about that. I respect that.
Definitely took off though. So looking at this, Zebo really kind of got better stats than she. She just because she never averaged 20. Zebo averaged 21 game in 1 year, then 18, then 18, then 23 and a half. So I don't know. I mean, Zebo at the 3 don't really make sense though. Made more sense for LaMarcus Aldridge to be the 3. That's what I'm saying. That small forward spot kind of weird. Like they ain't got no small forwards. Jerry and Grant.
I can't put them over. Yeah, I can't take him over him.
Al Farouk Aminu.
All right, we're scratching now, bro. Scratching the bottom of the barrel with these names, man. No offense, but we're reaching now.
That's how wicked it is. Mo Harkless. Mo Harkless has some. Maybe we go CJ McCollum at the 3. Maybe we go CJ McCollum at the 3.
I ain't mad at CJ. I ain't mad. Yeah, we can do that.
But I don't think CJ had an All-Star year neither, though, if that means anything to you, because I don't think he's ever been an All-Star. But
I think that's still McCollum. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's still some level of paying respect to the greatness of what they meant. Because like we talked about earlier with eras, he held it down as being part of that era.
Yeah, he averaged 20 points a game easy as a trailblazer. He won most improved. The way we talk about Zebo, he went rookie year, he averaged 5, then 6, then 20.8. So, I mean, she got the All-Star, but if we, like you said, if you talk about eras, I think we do got to go CJ at the 3. Plus, it don't really make sense to have Sheed or Zebo at the 3. So, we go CJ.
All right, so now do we go Sheed or Zebo at the 4.
Like I said, Zebo really got better stats. She just got 2 All-Stars in there. I don't know. The league must win rocking with Zebo to not give him an All-Star. He averaged 23 points a game, win an All-Star. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, because I feel like it's gonna be time. It's gonna come down to those 3 for the last 3 spots. Is there anybody else in contention for another for that 6-man basically?
I've been searching. Not really.
Let me see what Pip did, because remember he had a little pocket of being with them. Scottie Pippen.
He wasn't there in the 2000s, though, I don't think. Oh, yes, he was. He had to.
Let me see what he did when he was there, though. He was there 4 seasons, averaged 11.4. No, sir. I ain't finna go past that.
All right, so LaMarcus Aldridge is in. He had the best run. Oh, it's really between Zebo and Sheed.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, Zebo and Sheed are fighting for the last 2 positions available because LA has one of them. They're just figuring out where LA's at. Is he the 4 or the 5?
Yeah. So, like I said, my only thing was Zebo and Sheed. Zebo had the better stats. If we put them side by side, Zebo got the better stats. Mm-hmm. She just got 2 All-Stars in Portland. Zebo got the most improved. I don't know how much stock you put in that. So it really just comes down to like what you prefer. And just me looking at it, like I said, I think I'd take Zebo just because, like I said, he had better numbers while he was there.
Yeah. Because for me, and this could just probably be more so my age, I think of Sheed more so with the Pistons, and I think of Zebo with Grizzlies and Trailblazers.
Okay.
So that could just be my age of it too. Because I wasn't old enough to really know Sheed enough at that time. So I'm cool with Zebo at the 4, LA at the 5, and Sheed as a 6-man.
6-man. Yeah, man. I think we go with that. Because even when like in Basketball Reference, they got who led the team in win shares by year. It go Rasheed, starting from 2000. It go Rasheed, Zebo, Damon Stoudemire, Steve Blake for some reason, Zebo again, B-Roy, LA, Dang. So that's literally the whole list right there.
Yeah.
So
speaking of that, Damon Stoudemire is a solid name.
Yeah, I thought about it too, but he wasn't finna beat out B-Roy or Dame Lillard.
No, I'm saying for 6-man at least.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let's see the stats. But if he ain't got an All-Star, I ain't even finna have this discussion. He won Rookie of the Year, but that was way back when.
Does not have an All-Star.
Yeah. 8 years
better
there.
Years in Toronto.
Out the way, man. 8 years there. Average 12.8. Yeah, nah.
Sorry, buddy. Looks like we got the team. you tried.
All right, so is there anybody besides Dame we looking at? Because honestly, the conversation would have been B-Roy and Dame if we were talking about like fully healthy. Now we had a good debate, but is there any chance somebody like a Zebo or LA overtakes Dame?
Nah.
All right, I tried, guys. I tried,
guys. Can't say I did try. I would have took B-Roy, but just knowing he only played 6 years, it's tough to say that.
All right, so Dame at the 1, B-Roy at the 2, C.J. McCollum at the 3, Zebo at the 4, Marcus Aldridge at the 5, Rasheed Wallace 6, with Dame being the first overall pick. All right, Sacramento Kings. Off top, I'm thinking between Mike Bibby and White Chocolate.
Wasn't De'Aaron Fox at the Kings, or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Let's give De'Aaron Fox a little credit. Mike Bibby, though, is definitely first name.
Western Conference appearance, guys. That's what I'm thinking first. That's my brain goes to. Shout out, no,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. De'Aaron Fox definitely deserves to be in this conversation. But
Mike Bibby
I'm
has to
thinking
be
Western
though.
Conference appearance first and foremost.
I feel it. You said Mike Bibby and who?
White Chocolate. Jason Williams.
Yeah.
Because both of them were part of that early C-Web teams. Let's go 99, 2000. All right, so let's go White Chocolate first.
Only 3 years in SEC.
You know, and two of them we counted for.
Tough.
So while he was there, though, get out the way, man. Bless you, brother.
Thank you. Don't know why
All
I'm
right, so
sneezing now.
11.3 points. His assists, he had to average about 6. Yeah, 6.3. 6.3 assists. Nothing crazy. I ain't expect White Chocolate had too much. Bibby was a little bit more of a scorer, though.
Yeah. Bill had nice stats. I looked at his. He averaged 21 year.
So is it Bibby versus Fox for PG?
It's looking that way. I'm trying to find De'Aaron Fox years. There you go. Hang on. All right, so Fox was there for from 17 to 2024. He got traded the 24-25 season. So 7 years, basically. He got one All-Star. He was getting 20 a night, 25, 23, 25, 26. What is this award? CPOY? What is that?
Oh, clutch player.
Coach. Yeah. Forgot that's a thing. He won Clutch Player of the Year for what that means to you. And he got one All-NBA third team. Statistically, though, obviously, he got way more points than probably anybody else we going to mention just because of the era he playing in. But honestly, I'm all right with Bibby being the one.
Shout out Isaiah Thomas. He might circle around 5'6", man. But
yeah, man, we keep you in mind.
Shout out Rondo.
Be by the phone. We might.
Yeah, Rondo had a year or two there too.
Yep. Isaiah had a year he averaged 20. Isaiah really was tearing the league up.
Tyreke Evans should have been something, man. I was rooting for you.
Rookie of the year, though. 20 points a game as a rookie. It was all downhill from there. I mean, shout out Darren Collison. I don't know. Yeah, it's looking like Bill.
Yeah, I'm good with Bib. So Bibby as our 1.
And we're looking at for the 2.
Kevin Martin, maybe? Or do we throw Fox at the
2? Now I mentioned the win shares. Kmart had 3 years leading them in win shares. For what it's worth, De'Aaron Fox has never led them in win shares.
Kmart was never an all-star.
He was never an all-star. He didn't want to be.
Yeah, the boy said, "Nah, I'm good. I just get buckets and hoop."
He averaged 20, 23, and 24, though. 24 and a half.
But this man averaged 2.9, then jumped to 10.8, then jumped to 20.2, 23.7, 24.6, 20.6.
How was he not at most improved?
The boy doubled his points. He doubled his points. He jumped from 2.9, so let's say he jumped from averaging 3 to averaging 11 to averaging 20.
Yeah. That's crazy. It might be Kmart. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if we put Fox, though, but I feel like the Kmart years are more memorable somehow.
Yeah.
No, they were still losing.
Got run out test play with them. That's crazy.
Them wasn't long, though. Now, they was losing
Francisco
the Kmart
Garcia.
years.
Oh, yeah, it was getting smacked.
So there went many years they wasn't losing, honestly.
After them C-Web years, they went downhill easy.
Yeah, for sure. They was winning less than 30 games for like a 8-year stretch. Then they won just over 30 games for a couple more years. So it ain't about winning around here.
All right.
Yeah, so, I think we go Kmart at the 2.
Yeah. Shout out Buddy Hill.
Shout out Buddy Hill.
All right, so I'm good. I'm good with that. We can go Kmart at the 2.
All right. Now, the 3, 4, 5 spot, I feel is a little tricky. I feel like C-Web is in there, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like Sabonis should clearly be in there.
Then you got to remember Vlade Divac. You got to remember Boogie Cousins. I think that's the 4 names that we finna fight for.
Also, Peja Stojakovic.
Peja's got to be mentioning that. So if we're going to keep it as a genuine 3, Peja is the only 3 we have. But if we're trying to go best talent and roster, Peja is fighting for 6-man. So we looking at
Peja. He got 3 All-Stars there. He averaged 24 one year, 21, 19, 20. He got All-NBA second team. Peja is definitely up there.
In my mind, I'm thinking C-Web is the 4 and Boogie as the 5.
Yeah, I think Boogie got to be the 5. But C-Web, Sabonis, Peja is where it's at right now.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking if we... Because Divac, a lot of Divac had a nice little... Like, that was the prime of Divac being him. And so... Okay, so... Do we fight between... Who am I thinking of? Divac and Peja? Is that the fight?
Let's pull up Vlade. Vlade got 1 All-Star there, played 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm sorry. 7 years in SAC. He was an All-Star 1 year. His numbers do not compare to Peja at all. He averaged 14 and 10 1 year, 12 and 8, 12 and 8, 11 and 8, 10 and 7. I don't know how he got this All-Star. There's been a lot of injuries in 2000. Oh, that was the year they was winning, so maybe that makes sense. 2000,
They had like 1 year where they had a better record, and it was like, I think, number 1 in the West or something like that. It was top 3, I think.
So yeah, Vlade's numbers are not. Vlade is a Laker. He had his best years as a Laker, but he has solid stats. He was solid for the Kings. He was a solid big man. So I think we go Peja at the 3, C-Web 4, and Boogie at the 5. Now, you want to make an argument for C-Web and Sabonis, we can. Because Sabonis' numbers probably look better than C-Web's. Like, Sabonis have some crazy stats. C-Web got 4 All-Stars. He was in SAC for 7 years. He was averaging 24 and a half, 27, 24 and a half, 23 in his All-Star years. Pretty much averaged about 22, 23 points a game. All-NBA first team once, second team 3 times, third team once.
I think we got to go C-Web at the 4, Sabonis 6-man.
Sabonis 6-man. All right, I'm with it. I'm happy with that.
All right, so we got Bibby as our point guard, Kmart as our 2, Peja as our 3, Webb as our 4, Cousins as our 5, and Sabonis as our 6.
I like it.
First overall pick.
Boogie! I'm going with the Bama boy, man. Boogie. Love you, C-Web. Great player. Took them boy to the finals. I'm going Boog.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right.
Showing love to Boogie. Oh, okay, okay. Next up, we have the San Antonio Spurs.
This one is going to be another one of the more easy ones we do.
All right, so I ain't finna. We spend a lot of time. This is what it's looking like for me, just off top.
Go
So
ahead.
Tony as the one,
Yes.
Mono as a two,
Yes.
Kawhi as a three,
Yes.
4-5 Duncan. You can split it however you want to. I
Okay.
don't know. I can't think of.
Who was another person who could be in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. For what it's worth, David Robinson played for the Spurs from the 99-2000 season all the way into 03. He had
He
an
has two rings
all-star.
with them.
Yeah, one of them years they won championship. No, but did they win
One or
in
two.
2000? No, because the Lakers had the three-peat. It was was it 99, 2000, 2001? Or am I tweaking?
The Lakers won 2000, 2001, 2001, 2002. No, 99, 2000.
So they know he don't have a ring in the 2000s. David Robinson doesn't. Because that was just Lakers three-peat years. Because he only played until 03. Did they win championship in 03?
They won 02, 03 season. Yeah.
All right, well then technically he got a ring. He only averaged 8.5 points. He only averaged 8.5 points, 8 rebounds. Still was getting you a block and a half and a steal in 03. But he was there for the ring. So that's some. And then in the 99-2000 season, we count that, I guess, or half of that. He was an all-star and all-NBA third team. 2000, 2001, he averaged 14 and a half, 8.5 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, and a steal. And he was an all-star, all-NBA third team. And then next year he averaged 12 and 8. So he was obviously on the back end. Now, if you could think of another center that was all NBA at any point in these 25 years, I'm all ears. Because Timmy D was there for majority of this. And then after Timmy D, it ain't nobody but Victor Wembanyama. So we could say Victor Wembanyama, but Vic, much as we love Vic, this is only his second or third year.
Mm-hmm.
And he ain't got no accolades because he ain't been on the court long enough to have no accolades.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If that man would have been healthy and won DPOI, I'm putting him as the fifth.
Yeah, for sure. He would have won it too. And we recognize that.
So if he would have won DPOI like
won.
he should have, I think he still should have won it, but there's neither here nor there. But
you know who we forgetting? LaMarcus Aldridge. He had 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in San Antonio. The 6th year, he got traded to Brooklyn mid-season. He was an all-star three of those years. He was averaging 18 and 8.5, 17 and 7, 23 and 8.5, 21 and 9, 18 or 19 and 7. He was All-NBA second team twice, third team twice. No, I'm sorry, that's Portland. He was All-NBA third team in San Antonio and All-NBA second team in San Antonio.
Shout out Boris Diaw.
Shout out Boris Diaw. Love you, Boris. Shout out Tiago Splitter, most known for getting blocked by LeBron.
All right, so is there any guard that could sneak up and push, like put Timmy as the 5, Kawhi as the 4? Is there any other guard that could be thought of?
Nah, not to their level.
Shout out
because they was there for so long. That's part of having that longevity of like that good team. Like same thing with the Warriors. They was good for so long of these 25 years. So much of these 25 years, nobody else really got much of a say to take their spot. So it's hard. You had Danny Green, obviously, who was there for a long time, was the guy starting a lot of them years with Manu when he was the sixth man. So I don't know how much stock you want to put in Danny Green.
Oh, you know who we forgetting?
Who was that?
Bruce Bowen.
Bruce Bowen. Yep. Yeah, let's look at Bruce. Danny Green stats ain't name. I thought he was better. I ain't gonna lie to
Bruce
you.
stats ain't nothing to be talked about, but you talking about impact and being what they did in the Spurs uniform?
For sure. Are forgetting about Bruce Bowen.
Yeah, so everything he did in 2000 was pretty much with San Antonio. All right. So
He got
played
all defensive first teams. Goodness.
yeah.
Bruce Bowen.
So he played 8 seasons there, average. I don't want to mention the stats because that's going to kind of degrade him. But his impact was just locking up on defense. You know, I ain't trying to.
He had 5 all defensive first teams and 2 second teams in San Antonio.
Finished DPOY second 3 years in a row.
That's so tough. That's so tough.
Yeah, he's on here for sure. Does he?
So, okay.
Does he take the starting spot from LA?
I'm gonna ask you this. Well, no, I was gonna say, does he got an argument? Does he have an argument over Kawhi Leonard? But Kawhi got the ring. Bruce got a ring too. But
he has to face
Kawhi got a DPOY. Yeah, he got the Finals MVP and a DPOY in San Antonio. So the next question is, do we like Bruce over LaMarcus Aldridge? Because I think LaMarcus Aldridge probably had that 4-5 spot with Timmy.
Mm-hmm. That was solidified. Yeah. Like, I think these are the 6. It just fighting for who's where.
Exactly. So Tony, Manu, Tim are in for sure. Starting lineup.
Yeah.
So now we got Bruce Bowen. Kawhi Leonard, I think, is probably locked in too.
If he didn't win that Finals MVP, we're discussing Bruce over him. I'll say that.
But Kawhi got the DPOY. As much as Bruce got these other defensive teams, Kawhi got a DPOY.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that puts him over the hump for them.
Mm-hmm.
So then we say, okay.
Honestly,
so we got Tony 1, Manu 2, Kawhi 3. Bruce, can we go Bruce 4 over LaMarcus Aldridge?
I don't mind saying that. I'm being real with you. I don't mind saying that.
Kawhi got 2 DPOYs. Yeah, he got it. LaMarcus got the better stats, though. I think it fits Bruce better to be 6 man.
I'm saying if I'm a Spurs fan though, and I'm looking at these 2 names, I'm finna slide Bruce Bowen over there. But I get looking at it, it's like it makes more basketball sense to throw Bruce as the 6 man. But if we're ranking the players and what they did and what they meant to us, Bruce is over LA.
I agree.
So I want to pay respect to him and what he did and what he meant. And he has a ring. He a champion.
And they remember Bruce. They remember Bruce for that.
Yeah, I think if Bruce not retired already, he's probably at least had conversation talked about having his number retired.
All them defensive first teams, man. No DPOY is heartbreaking for him, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he's probably sick about that. But yeah, I would retire his jersey. That's an integral part. You talking about a guy that you putting on Kobe, and you had to go against Kobe in them playoffs. Yep. So put some respect on it. All right, man, I'm with it. So we say Kawhi and Bruce are our forwards. Timmy D at the 5. LA 6 man. Shout out to David Robinson. I gave the argument for you, big dog. You know we love you over here at the BeBall Jones podcast.
Hey man, with a lot of heat. Well, I'm telling you, a lot of heat.
I'm telling you. If there's nobody else we can say we a fan of, we got big love for David Robinson over here at the BeBall Jones podcast.
Hey man, I think if people listen to us in pockets, they'll think we're the biggest Hedo Turkoglu, Boris Diaw, and David Robinson fans ever, bro.
Absolutely. Boris Diaw stand over here.
Outside of their family, they thinking, and they countries, they're like, bro, why y'all ride for them so hard? Hey, man.
You just had to be there.
Hey.
You just had to be there. You know how Casanat went on First Take with Stephen A. He said, Leandro Barbosa. That's us. Boris Diaw. Hedo Turkoglu.
Yes, sir.
And now David Robinson.
Hey, that's funny, man. So,
all right.
Obviously, Duncan first pick, so we ain't finna.
They ain't got to waste no time.
We ain't played around with the man name. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
All right,
We
now we
got
look at
3
whoever.
teams left.
Let's take it. I was gonna say overseas, but take it international.
There ain't no C in between.
Just skip upstairs real quick. So, it's kind of rough. When I don't even think of a
Kyle Lowry won.
Oh, Kyle Lowry. I ain't gonna play
around. Kyle Lowry won.
Excuse me, Kyle Lowry. That was disrespectful.
They were just cheering for him up there the other night in Toronto.
All right, so yeah, that's solidified. So Kyle Lowry has the win.
Do we go T-Mac?
No. Here's the thing. We're fighting between DeRozan and Vince Carter.
DeRozan. Y'all don't know why I even said T-Mac first. I'm sorry. I should have said Vince. Vince and DeMar DeRozan, they might have to be 2-3, honestly.
I'm going to say we're fighting between that combo piece right there. That's the real thing. But no, actually, scratch that. 3, 4, 5 is Vince Carter, DeRozan, and Kawhi. That's the 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4. But then you got Bosh. Do we go Bosh at the 5?
Yes.
That's 5. Hey, the list made itself. That's 5. There you go.
Hey, we never got through team that fast ever, boy.
But the Raptors have not had great players. So you got to take the champion in Kawhi. You got to take Vince, who is probably the greatest Raptor ever. Mm-hmm. Kyle is right there with him because the stint he had, and DeMar DeRozan. The names kind of filled themselves in for this one because there's nobody else that's even like debatable over them guys for Toronto.
Remotely. I think, T-Mac had a fight for a second, but I was like, hold on. Vince Carter has to be number 1. Then I was like, whoa, DeRozan had a nice little run too. Oh, can't forget the champion. Well, that's it right there.
That's 5. They got Bosh. Bosh held it down in between. From Vince to Kyle and DeMar, Bosh was holding it down.
Yep.
And there it is. And they all play different positions in a way. Kawhi's a 3, Kyle and DeMar 2, or 1 and 2, and Vince is really a 2. But we all right with that. We'll make it work.
All right. So, but that's the quickest we got through a team this entire time. That's so funny.
Well, who's the 6th man? Tracy McGrady?
I was going to say Tracy McGrady. I think Damon Stoudemire, depending on the years he was there.
You got Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay has some years.
Do we throw some love to Siakam?
Siakam. I like Siakam. I don't know, man. It's crazy. The 6th man is the only argument in this team. We got to talk 6th man.
Let's go back to that championship team, though. Is anybody else in contention?
They had Fred VanVleet there.
Gasol, Ibaka.
Siakam got a case. He won Most Improved. He was All-NBA second team and third team, and he had 2 All-Stars while he was there. 22. He had 23, 21, 23, 24, and then the next year he got traded to Indy.
All right, so I'm gonna look up Stoudemire. Who was else running things with Bosh? I remember Bosh being the main person. That was them Kobe 81 teams. He had Mo Peterson, Jalen Rose,
Jason Capono,
TJ Ford. Oh, yeah,
Sean Marion was there. Jason Capono. That's a name, boy.
Muggsy Bogues. I forgot about my boy Muggs. Antonio Davis, Mark Jackson, Oak. I forgot about Oak.
Sean Marion was barely there.
All right,
Charles Oakley.
Trying to find. When was Stoudemire? I think Stoudemire was only there in the 90s. Let's go.
Jose Calderon. How we feel about Jose Calderon?
That's a nice
stats
name
ain't
right
crazy
there.
though, but
that's a nice name.
He was averaging 11 and 8 assists, 12 and 8 assists, or really 9. Then he averaged 10 and 6, and he kind of declined a little bit. 10 and 9, 10-9. He's a solid point guard. Right? Probably find somebody better though.
I think it's coming down to Siakam, and I think T-Mac was only there for a year, bro. Cause I can't find his time with them.
Was
I
it in
forgot
the
James
90s
played there for
possibly?
a second. It might have been because he was with the Rockets. He was Magic Rockets. Yeah, it might have been in the 90s. Let's go 99, 2000.
It was indeed 99, 2000. That's his last year in Toronto. So T-Mac is out of the running.
Yep. Yeah, one season ain't finna outdo nobody, boy. Yeah, Curry, shout out to you. Just got a jersey retire or announced the retirement at least. All right, so it looks like it's gonna be Siakam.
I ain't mad at Siakam though. Siakam had 2 All-Stars, 2 All-NBAs. That's not nothing. That's not nothing at all. Okay, so to fall back on my new favorite stat, the win shares by year starting in 2000. Vince, Alvin Williams. Who is D. Marshall? Danielle Marshall?
Probably.
Danielle Marshall.
Remember Danielle?
Nah, I do not remember Danielle.
He's not much to remember, no disrespect, but he
was leading them in win shares.
He was probably most known being for that LeBron James team, some early Cavs years.
Okay. Then it was Bosh, Calderon, Bosh, Amir Johnson, oddly enough.
Interesting.
Calderon, Amir, Kyle Lowry, Valanciunas. That's a name.
Mm-hmm.
That's a name. Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry.
Mm-hmm.
Some Chris Boucher, whoever that is. He had us a good stint in Toronto, I guess. Shout out to Chris Boucher. And then it was Siakam, and now it's the current era, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Scotty Barnes. I think we'll go Siakam. I think that's it.
I'm good with Siakam, man. Ooh, now we got a conversation to be had. Dang, that went from super easy to
I ain't gonna lie. First overall pick, I think it's Vince. Honestly, Vince. As far as raw talent, I think it's Vince. Kawhi Leonard definitely got an argument though. I think it's Vince though for no one pick. If I was picking first overall, if we was playing pickup and these was the guys in the room, I'm taking Vince.
If we're taking Kawhi for that season versus Vince Carter in his seasons, I don't know. That's tough just because of how
one of the greatest 1-year rentals of all time.
Yeah, we talked about Chris Paul and what he did. This probably the best one and done year in history because he got the ring
of all time. Yeah, literally one of the best seasons of all time. Traded to Toronto in all season. Played 60 games there. Averaged 27 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a half. And in that season was All NBA second team, All Defensive second team, and an All-Star. Was a champion, Finals MVP. 1-year rental. But I think we go Vince because in totality, I get Vince didn't win the ring, but Vince got some All NBA first teams. I want to say led the league in scoring, possibly. Could be wrong.
He was up there because he was fighting with Kobe and AI for all that. So and Shaq, he probably
it was rough. It was rough, Vince.
Melo, yeah, it was a couple years, but he probably came close. You know, that was the era where you had to average like, dang, that 35. See me thinking about.
Vince got Rookie of the Year, All NBA 13, second team, All Stars. Oh, he never was first team. Dang, Cole took all my boy first teams. Second, so he got 2 All NBA teams, several All Stars. Was averaging more than Kawhi though. He averaged 25 and a half, 27 and a half, 24 and a half, 20, 22 and a half.
But Kawhi also wasn't playing either. If Kawhi played, he might have.
He played 60 games. He was only there for that season. Played 60 games.
That's what I'm saying. Kawhi wasn't playing. So if he, because you know that was the era where 82 was the expectation, and Kawhi was like load management crap. So well, not crap, but load management stuff to where it's like we get you through the season until we can make it there, but we need you in July if we can make it there. And so
if we're gonna have a chance, we're gonna need you then.
Yeah. So I'd much rather take the 60, 65 games and then play all 16 or 20, whatever it is in the postseason. So I'm thinking Kawhi, man. But is this the conversation of greatest Raptor versus greatest player?
The greatest Raptor is Vince, though. Easily.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what we're kind of wrestling.
But the better player is Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. So that's, I think, what the heart says VC for me personally. The heart says VC, but mine says Kawhi.
I'm good with Kawhi. Vince I feel is the greatest Raptor, but I'm good with Kawhi. It really, we saying the greatest Raptor, it'd probably be Kyle Lowry because he was there. He had the longevity of being there plus the ring.
Yeah.
But I'm good with Kawhi. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Bosh, though. I think he got a solid fight. I think he's. Yeah.
He held it down.
All right. I wouldn't mind circling that though. Vince Carter versus Kawhi? Who was the greatest Raptor? That might have to be an episode in itself of talking about the greatest person of each team. Like when you think about Mr. Laker or Mr. Nick, like who's the one who would be like not the greatest player per se, but when you think about kind of like the flag bearer carrying that torch of being the face of this franchise, who was the greatest one of the franchise? You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'm with that. That'd be cool.
All right, there's another episode. Now let's go Utah. Went from
Utah
good to possibly real ugly.
Possibly.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I think John Stockton might have a little something to say about that PG position.
He did make it into the 2000s. He played in 2000 into 03. Yeah.
So
was averaging 12 and 8. Yeah. Was pretty much averaging 12 and 8 for them 4 years that we count. So it's something.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Could D Will put up like 18 and probably 8. So
D Will had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 seasons in Utah. Got traded. He had 2 All-Stars. Was All NBA second team twice, and he averaged 16 and 9, 19 and 10 and a half, 19 and 10 and a half, 18 and 10 and a half, 20 and 10. Was also getting you a steal a game. Yeah, so D Will got it over him. Now, is there an argument for Ricky Rubio? That's what I want to know.
I don't think it's a strong one.
I don't know. I like Rubio, man.
Yeah, D. Will was talked about being one of the best point guards in the league for a minute.
He was. So, yeah, I think, okay, D. Will got it. Rubio was only there for 2 years. Yeah. D. Will at the 1. Is Donovan Mitchell the 2?
I want to explore the early Jazz years before I say this. Without thinking too heavy, I want to say yeah. I'm trying to pay respect to them early years. My brain kind of going blank.
The early years, they was bad. After John Stockton and Karl Malone, they were bad.
Yeah. That was the D. Will years for a minute after that. Yeah. I'm good with him at the 2. All
All
right, so D
right.
Mitch at the 2.
All
Are we
right. So the
going
3.
Karolinko?
I was also thinking about Gordon Hayward.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about
You,
him. Hayward,
you could
Karolinko,
you
Millsap.
go Karolinko. Paul Millsap is in the running. You look at Karolinko, I'll look at Gordon Hayward. Because Gordon Hayward held it down too.
Mm-hmm.
He was there from 2010 to 2017, 2016, 17 season. He was an all-star the 16-17 year. He averaged 22 and 5, 3.5 assists and a steal. He averaged 19 2 years before that. So he was solid. He was a solid
All
player.
right. So
And then you
Karolinko
got
missed his
Karolinko.
first 2 seasons because he was in another pro league. But when he finally played third for Rookie of the Year, and then next year he started for Sixth Man of the Year. Man, get out the way, bro. And then third in DPOY for a season. He ended up averaging 12.4 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 2.8 assists.
Yeah, solid. Had some all defensive teams.
Yeah, first team and then 2 second teams, and he was an all-star.
Paul Millsap averaged around 15, 16 points a game as a Jazz and about 8 rebounds, 2.5 assists. Got you a steal in the half. Okay, quick feet, quick hands. So it's looking like AK for the 3 spot. I mean,
And
between him and Gordon Hayward.
I think it's him. And he averaged 1.4 1.4 steals and 2 blocks.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I like AK for the 3. We can come back to it if we need to.
Yeah, I'm thinking AK-47 for the 3 ball. Now, I'm thinking Booze off top of my head for the 4.
I want to throw in Lord Marketing for contention. Just for Booze can have it, but Lord Marketing been in Utah since 22, 23. So I guess we count that season 23, 24, and 24, 25. He won the most improved and was an all-star. He averaged 25, 23, 19. And about 8 rebounds.
Listen.
Thank you. So just to throw that in there, that Lord Marketing has been with the Jazz doing some stuff.
Booze was in the playoffs, though.
He was. He was there for meaningful years. Where's Booze? Let me see Booze. Stats. 2 All-Stars, All-NBA third team. Average 20, 21, 16. Okay, so I'm going to ask you this. We also got Rudy Gobert in here. I think he's pretty much a lot with his DPO wise.
There's no conversation at that.
Yeah. How we feel about Al Jefferson? Al Jefferson don't got no All-Stars. He was in Utah for 3 years, but he averaged 18 and 9.5, 18 and 9, 17 and 9. But he's also getting you a steal and a block. Is that enough to possibly get him in over Booze? Or we like Booze?
And then I got to keep Booze. Booze all-star, and I think he had all-NBA one time. So I got to keep Booze there.
All right. Then go Booze at the 4, Rudy at the 5. 6 man, who was we mentioned before? We got Gordon Hayward, 6 man. Or you got Lauri Markkanen or Al Jefferson.
And nobody was an all-star. I think Gordon was an all-star one year, I want to say.
Oh, I got one for you. Karl Malone in 99, 2000, 2000, 2001, 01, 02, 02, 03 was a Utah Jazz. In them years, 25 and a half, 23, 22, 20, was averaging about 8, 9 rebounds all them years also. Was All-Star 3 of them years, All-NBA second team, and All-NBA third team. And we put him at the 4.
Yes. Oh, at the 4?
Boo's at the
Yeah,
starting at the 4.
yeah.
And then we put Boo with 6-man.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I ain't know Carl. I thought Carl went to the Lakers earlier than he did. But nah, he was still there. He was still kicking too. Still getting 23, 22, 20. Then went to the Lakers, averaged 13. He should just rolled it out in Utah, my boy.
He's trying to get a ring at that point.
He wanted that ring. I understand. I ain't gonna hold it against you.
But yeah, because I remember him playing early, but I wasn't thinking because I remember him being for the Lakers and not doing as much. But I didn't know it was I'm joining the super team, so my numbers have to drop. I thought my numbers were dropping, so let me join the super team. That's my thought.
Yeah, I'm old now. I'll go be a role player. Yeah, I'm with.
No, he said I'm sacrificing. I can still put up 20. I'm just sacrificing because I want a ring.
Like, look, y'all got it going over here, so I'm gonna just jump in.
Tired of y'all kicking my head in out the West. Let me get out the West now and join y'all. So,
absolutely,
but yeah, I'm good with Carl at the 4. Dang, I did not expect to have Karl Malone as I thought. I thought that was done for. But like, nah, I'm still having 25. So
I mean, the rest of the league had 20 years. Somebody else had 20 years to pass him for them 3 years he had. Yeah, y'all ain't do it. So I mean, Boo's he had a good shot though. He had a good one.
Yeah. So all right. So we got D. Will, Donovan Mitch, AK-47, Karl Malone, Rudy Gobert, Carlos Boozer. First overall pick.
I mean, I feel it's got to be Karl Malone, even though it's only been 3 years in there. I feel it's got to be Karl Malone. You talking about the top 15 player all time? D. Mitch had a conversation though, obviously.
That's tough, man. Because you think about the older Bulls. I think he was still averaging 25 though.
He was getting off. He was like, I'm still like that. Yeah, I think it's got to be Karl Malone though, off the strength. And
go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the last few years they was really playoff, not contenders, but the Lakers was running the league. Yeah, they was like if they could beat it's like if they could have beat the Lakers, then they would have been in the finals. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or could have been in the finals. But it's hard to say how serious they were after. And D. Mitch, Rudy Gobert, that was their best years after that. Because we talk about eras. It's obviously Stockton and Malone era, into D. Will, and AK-47, Bulls, and then it was kind of ugly for a little minute. Then we get to Donovan and Rudy to what we have now, where they wearing highlight jerseys. Gordon Hayward, let me throw in Gordon Hayward. Yeah.
I'm good with Karl. Yeah, I'm good with Karl.
Shout out to Karl, man. You made the cut.
It feel ugly, but I think it makes sense, man.
It does. Unfortunately.
All right, now speaking of ugly. Oh, man. Washington Wizards.
We saved the worst for last.
All right, so it's going to be some position shifting on this one. Go ahead and get that established first and foremost.
Well, I think point guard got to be John Wall to go ahead and help us out with that one.
I think it's John. Let's make this quick. Conversation is John Wall, Gilbert Arenas, Brad Beal for the first 3 positions at least.
They might be the first 3 positions.
Yeah, I think you got to at least mention Jordan, and you got to mention Jerry Stackhouse.
True,
Stackhouse
very true.
Probably finna buck up one of them names, but Beal was averaging 30. Gil was averaging 30.
Michael Jordan in 01, 02, and 02, 03 was still getting you 20. 01, 02, he was 23 points a game. He was an all-star both years, but Michael Jordan, he going to be an all-star. 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 6 rebounds. Getting you a steal and a half. Yeah, Mike was still getting to it. but I don't know if that's enough for me to put him over Wall and Gilbert.
It's not. I had to mention him. I didn't say I was putting him.
Yeah. And even if we talk about putting him at the 3, I don't know if I take him over Brad Beal neither. Just because the longevity of him being there, Beal averaged 30 at one point. None of these teams was contenders, so it ain't like that's a factor. Their best contention years was John Wall and Brad Beal.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert had 3 All-Stars.
Stack had 2 years in Washington. Let me see. He averaged 19 and a half. About 4 rebounds and 4 assists, just to round it. Yeah, you ain't taking Bill's spot. I think that's our 1, 2, 3, honestly.
Wall, Gilbert, Beal.
Yeah. I feel like there's a 3 we're forgetting. Shout out Caron Butler. He might have.
Caron Butler. That's good.
He might have a spot for that 4. Not Antoine Jameson looking at the 4 spot. Then you got Nene. Then you got Gortat.
They have not had a great big.
Kwame Brown got something to say. What you mean?
Kwame Brown. He can't play. No disrespect. Brother said he can't play. No disrespect. How am I supposed to take this?
Oh, man. I think Trae Young would have shook up this roster if he jumped here about 5 years sooner.
Yeah. He would have had a case for sure.
Shout out Jordan Poole.
Charles Lewis had a quick little 2 years here. They ain't do much.
Had a couple cups of coffee. Nothing crazy.
A couple cups.
Yeah, I think Caron Butler gonna have to be 6 man at best.
Was Caron Butler ever All-Star?
I doubt it, because if you're taking somebody off them Wizard teams, it's gonna be Gil. And then Twine had a year or 2. Shout out Paul Pierce.
Oh yeah, I call game. Legendary.
Did you call that bank shot? I call game. That's not what we asked you, sir.
That's an excellent answer, though. That's an excellent answer.
That was a cold answer.
It's a cold answer. I call game. Legendary. That kind of stuff gets you in the star lineup. That's the kind of stuff.
Right, so see, Caron Butler, 5 years in Washington, average 19. Come on, Cleve. All right. And the ad want to pop up. Come on, dog. Y'all just don't want me to be great.
Shoot, Marcus Moore's finna be in there.
All right, so he averaged 19 points, 6.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.8 steals. That's solid. Had them hands.
Who was that?
He was a 2-time All-Star, Caron Butler.
Oh. Man, it might have to be Caron in there. Because they don't got no good big men. They have 0 good big men.
The best bigs they had, so Antoine is a 4. Nene was the 5 during the John Wall of them years. Gortat and Nene was like the 4 or 5 during them years.
Yeah. They were solid though. How long was Antoine Jameson a Wizard though?
He was mainly there during the Gilbert years.
He had 2 All. Yeah, put Antoine in there. Antoine the 4. Antoine the 4. And it might be Gortat the 5, honestly.
The fact that Gortat got a screen after him, I respect that a lot.
That's legendary. We using that now. Right now, today. Yeah. I'm setting Gortat screens right now, today. So, I think he might just get it off the strength. Him or JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
That's crazy. He more known for that. Mid basketball. JaVale McGee.
I think Gortat was an All-Star too. I think so. All right, so Wall, Gill, and Brad, 1, 2, 3. Antoine Jameson as the 4. Gortat as the 5. 6 man.
I can't find what time when he played.
Go like 2012.
Where was just at?
16. No.
There you go. He was in Washington from 13-14 to 17-18. Was never an All-Star, but he averaged about 13-9, close to 13-10, because he was every year was 8.5, 9.5, 9.9, 10.4, 7.6. Get it to him.
6 man.
I'm saying starting 5.
Oh yeah, starting 5. Let me see what the Nate
6.
did.
6 man. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. 6 man might be Michael Jordan.
Over Caron Butler.
It's between them two.
Let me see. Before we solidify that, the Nate, they had about the same stats. Him and Gortat and the Nate. I'm good with Gortat. I'm really leaning off of the screen, so
that's enough.
Yeah,
that's enough.
Is that a great reason? No, but I'm rocking with it.
Culture impact, brother. Cultural impact.
Yeah.
So Caron was there from 2005 to 2009 and traded in the 2009-10 season. In that stint, 2 All-Stars, averaged about 20 points a game, about 6 rebounds, about 4 assists. Got you about 2 steals.
I said 1.9. The boy got some hands on
him. Quick hands, quick feet. Now, Michael Jordan, I'm going to go back to Jordan. Michael Jeffrey.
Shout out to Sean Stevenson.
Now, Mike, in his 2 years with Washington, averaged 23 and 20. And then he had 6 rebounds both years. About 4, he had 5 assists and 4 assists. Got a steal and a half both years. Oh, no, man. Oh, no, man. They both got 2 All-Stars. Mike averaged, his highest average points per game was higher than Caron's. Mike got 23 points a game. Caron never got over 20.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Caron was there 5 years. Mike was only there 2.
Yeah, Caron averaged 19 on the dot. He didn't even get 20 like you said.
Yeah, so if we talking...
He averaged 20.3 at All-Star year, and the year after that he averaged 20.8. So he had 20 right there. But career-wise, he averaged 19 on the dot.
Mike was jacking a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. He was
first. And Caron was doing this as the second or third option.
True. That Wizards was terrible when Jordan was there. Wizards was terrible. How you want to do it? It's up to you. I could go either way. I really don't like giving it to Mike because I feel like nobody looks at Mike like a good Wizard player. So, people look at Caron like that.
Yeah. People talk about Jordan in that time of being like, he was still kind of being some level of fear. Some level. It wasn't the same as Bulls Jordan, but it's still some level like, oh, it's Mike. He was still giving buckets and busting heads, right? He wasn't gliding through the air. He was gliding from the fade.
Mm.
And he still playing defense, shot blocking. He jump up there, pin your joint off the backboard, catch it with one hand, and look at you like, chill out. I'm still Jordan. And go down on the other end. But I feel like people give Mike enough stuff. And it's like they kiss his butt a little too much. And, we talked about them padding his stats and stuff to win a DPOI that year. So, what? I feel he got something to counter this.
No, I crazy enough, I found something to add to the point that you're making. And when I say it, you're going to want to get to Caron because I know you. Mike has an All-Star every full season he played in the NBA. The only year he don't have an All-Star was the year he came back from baseball mid-season, obviously. Mm-hmm. Included in them years is the second year of his career where he broke his foot, played 18 games, All-Star. got an All-Star on the next to his name. Why?
Because Caron Butler finna be 6th man on this list. That's why.
Because Caron Butler finna be 6th man. That's one of the things I feel like they went back in history and was like, put an All-Star next to Mike right there. Just to get it to him. Just boost him a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because he need boosting.
Yeah, like he needs help. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Great enough.
He need boosting. How many All-Stars he got? Because he ain't healthy when the All-Star game came. He hadn't been healthy for a while. If he's only played 18 games, how does he have an All-Star? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey, whatever, man. Caron Butler, congratulations. Folks gonna think we hate Michael Jordan. That's gonna be the opposite. They're gonna think we love David Robinson, Board Diaw, and who said Hito Turkoglu, and they're gonna think we hate Michael Jordan.
Hey man, we just slowly exposing truth every episode, man. That's all it is, bro. We're just uncovering one layer of truth at a time, man. That's all it is, bro.
That's why we do the research. Because Caron Butler gonna be here.
All right, so John Wall, first overall pick.
John over Gilbert.
No, Wall was a little better defender, and I'm a little biased because Gil was my guy. I was rocking with Agent Zero, especially when some gold units came out and Gil was cooking for 30. I was like, ooh, I was a big Gil fan, so I'm trying not to be biased. So we taking career-wise, John.
Overall talent, though.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If Gil would have stayed healthy, I think we
taking Gil?
I feel good taking Gil. I'm trying not to be biased, so I'm gonna let you decide.
I like Gil. I agree with you that John's a little better defender, and John probably a little better leader. I will say that of a team because I feel like Gilbert is like a more inward, obviously a little more selfish player. Mm-hmm. But if we talking about talent, I'm going Gil. I love John though. I'm biased to John. I feel like, but if we talking about talent, I feel like, hey, you can't take John over Gil, man. Gil had the jumper going. He was athletic before his knees went. He still had all that. John was more athletic, obviously, but like Gil could do the same stuff to a certain extent. Still had the quickness. John was faster, but he had the shooting part of it. Just pure talent. I think I'm going Gil.
Yeah, I think the one thing I think Wall had better than Gil was obviously playmaking. He was a more willing passer. But I'm taking, if I'm drafting, I'm taking Gil over John Wall. That's just me personally.
Same. So they might hate that, but man, talking purely on talent, I think it's Gil. That's all the thing.
Yeah, we're talking who could give you what? I'm taking Gil. So shout out to everybody else, but that's what we're rocking with. So wrapped it up, man. It took a minute, 3-4 episodes, but did like 10 hours of recording to get this done, but we made it through. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. But yeah, man, I should have kept track of all the number 1 overall picks we took. I think I'm trying to run through it real quick if we can remember. So was Joe Johnson for the Hawks, right?
It was.
And then who was it for the Celtics? I can't remember.
KG.
Oh, KG. The Nets, J Kidd.
Yeah.
For the Bobcats, Kemba. Bulls, Derrick Rose. Cavs was LeBron. Mavs was Dirk. Nuggets. Ooh, that was a tough one, but Yoke.
Yeah, I remember that.
Pistons, we went Cade, right? Oh, was it Ben?
Ben Wallace. It might have been Cade, but I think it was Ben Wallace. I think it was Ben Wallace.
All right, so let's kind of solidify that now, because I want to say Ben.
Ben. Yeah, Ben.
A full-time DPOY, that's tough. Curry for the Warriors.
Yep.
Rockets. We went Harden, right?
Think so.
For the Pacers, Jermaine O'Neal.
Is Jermaine or Paul George? I think it was Jermaine.
I almost say Jermaine. Who was our sixth man? I ain't write that down. Oh,
For
I'll
the
go back
Pacers?
and I can't remember who our sixth man was. I ain't write it down. But oh well, I'll go back and see. Clippers.
Chris Paul or
CP.
Kawhi Leonard? Yeah.
Kawhi was our
CP.
sixth man, so.
Oh yeah, okay.
Lakers, Kobe. Ooh, Grizzlies. Was it Powell?
Was it Z? I don't think Powell was our first pick. I think it was Zebo.
So we had to mix this up. So we had Conley, Ja, Zebo, Powell, and Mark. That was our starting five.
It wasn't Powell. Was Powell first?
I would.
I don't know. I don't remember. We had to go back. We might have said it was between John Powell and Zebo. It might have been Powell now that I think about it, because I might just be thinking Zebo like as a Grizzly, but it might have been Powell. Between Powell and John Morant.
I'm gonna say Powell. I feel confident in Powell.
That's all right. Miami.
All right, for the Heat. Was it Wade or Bron for the Heat?
I mean, for what they did in the jersey, it would be D Wade, but for the player, it would be Bron. Bron would be first pick for both them teams.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bron.
That's the most athletic Bron we've seen.
Yeah, I'm going Bron. For the Bucks, Giannis. For the Wolves, KG.
Yep.
Pelicans / Hornets. Chris Paul.
CP again.
It was talks for AD, but Chris Paul.
It was. Yeah.
For the Knicks, had to be Melo.
Had to be.
OKC, KD. Yeah, we starting for the today. So the OKC, we had KD. For the Magic, we had Dwight. For the Sixers, we went Embiid. For the Suns, Nash. For the Blazers, Dame. For the Kings, Boogie. For the Spurs, we had Duncan. For the Raptors, we went Kawhi. For the Jazz, we went Karl Malone. For the Wizards, we went Gilbert Arenas. That's the 31st overall picks of the teams in the past 25 years, man. That's a ride.
Next time we gotta talk about who the best team. It's been long enough now, but we gotta try to see who the best of the top of the quarter of the century.
Yeah.
Who the best team was, because off the top of the head, I would say the Warriors, but the Thunder definitely got a case now.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to do a part 4 of this, man, and talk about who the best team was.
I mean, yeah, I ain't got nothing else to do. I ain't got nothing else to do.
All right, man. We're gonna have to do a part 4, man. So we're gonna follow this up at some point, doing who is the best team of this list we created. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to stay along with it. That's gonna be a good episode, boy, because there's some teams on here. Got some names on y'all.
I was about to say that. Great minds.
Oh man, that's one of our go-to references, man. That and Gucci Mane?
Who? Gucci Mane?
Over Eminem?
That's what happens when you make so many lists. You gotta put so many names on this. Gucci who? Gucci Mane?
You got some names on y'all, my boy. Charlotte McGay. Angela Yee.
Angela. That boy ain't read a book in a long time. He said Angela. Love with me, man.
All right, man. We've been on here too long, but it's a good episode, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Like we said, we got to come back for part 4 now and debate who is the best teams of all these 30 teams. Really, I think it's probably like 6 teams really got to fight here, and a couple sleeper teams that might not be as sexy, but you look at it and it's like, huh, the Rockets got something to say, or the Hornets or whoever. It's like, oh snap. So make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, because we got some more coming for y'all, obviously. But anything else you want to say, man?
Oh man, appreciate y'all for checking it out, man. If you don't like it, too bad. Too bad.
Hey man, put it in the comments, and we'll let y'all know why y'all wrong. That's it, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. See you next episode.